Hey, it's Dr. Amanda with Straightsmile Solutions, straightsmilesolutions.com, and today we're going to talk about ankylosed teeth and mixed dentition. So I'm not talking about an ankylosed permanent second molar. I'm not talking about an ankylosed permanent impacted canine. I'm talking about baby teeth. So let's say, for example, like this lower right D versus this lower right D. It's got a permanent tooth underneath it. This one's fully formed. This one's a tiny bit formed, that kind of thing. But I could also be talking about those that don't have a succedaneous tooth. That's another different situation. So first of all, you want to confirm that it actually is ankylosed. That's going to involve you usually taking a CBCT and having it read. You can go to a virtual company like Beam Readers, like 3DDX. You can go to your local radiologist locally. You can go to your local OMFS locally. They can confirm that. Sometimes it's like blazingly obvious that it's that, if there's like literally sunken down. But in these more borderline situations where there is a succedaneous tooth, I would want to know, because if it is, then I'm going to go ahead and put it on watch and be taking a pano or a PA at least every 3-4 months, during the development. And there's a big difference between something like this where it's like a ball and something like this where it's a little bit more than halfway formed. Two different situations. Theoretically, there could be damage to the crown of the succedaneous tooth. So once it's a little bit more than halfway formed and I feel like I'm in the clear and I don't need a space maintainer, it's going to come out. If it didn't have a succedaneous tooth, I might just leave it in as long as I can. There's going to be a point where you're going to have a Bolton discrepancy because the E, or the primary tooth, is a lot bigger than the succedaneous tooth would be. You have a tooth size discrepancy if you leave it in. So sometimes you have to whack the sides off of it. But I think a lot of it depends on the roots, the bite. There's so many things that go into it, whether you should take it out or not. And also you have to remember that the teeth above it, be it primary or permanent, if there is a step, and you're not yet in ortho, they can super erupt. And this is almost kind of happening here, as you can see. I've seen it, happen a lot more in those situations where they're going to super erupt if you don't cover them. So whether you put in an appliance that has a rest that keeps them from erupting, or you make some type of retainer or something like that, you got to keep that in mind. So there's no simple answer is what it comes down to. So each case has to be evaluated one-on-one, and you have to think about all the pros and cons and when it needs to come out. And it would probably be something that you would want to have an OMFS take out, max faqs take it out surgically, because those things can really cause trouble, during extraction. But yeah, just keep your eye on it. All right, thanks.